The right is angry. They're always angry. They've been angry since anyone can remember. They were angry when the Union won the Civil War and they had to give up their slaves. They were angry when Reconstruction gave their former slaves the right to vote. They were angry when black soldiers came home from World War I and World War II and insisted on being treated with dignity, having fought for their country. They were angry about jazz music becoming more popular, and then about rock and roll. They were angry when black children tried to integrate schools. The whole history of the American right, whether they call themselves Democrats, Dixiecrats, or Republicans, is a history of rage. And even having, quote, taken back their country, unquote, by putting Donald Trump back in the White House and unleashing Project 2025 on all of us, deleting affirmative action, DEI, black history, black scholarships, black held jobs in the federal government, having driven women out of the military leadership and ended everything from farm subsidies to foreign aid, while getting away with an actual insurrection scot-free. They're somehow still angry. And because Q and I work in this space, and I'll speak for you, Q, we know that this is an exceptionally short list of things that these people find a way to be outraged about. Somehow everything is an attack on them. Everything is an attack on their values. Somehow everything is an attack on their fiscal interests. Somehow doing anything that helps anybody that's not them is too much. But, you know, bailing out corporations and all this sort of stuff. Hey, we have to remain what it's so strange how the justifications for the moves that they're made are often fueled by anger. And I think that for a long time, I kind of suspected that it was true. Then I started to kind of work in this space and see that it was true consistently. And now to see Joy kind of put it on full display, like, okay, here we are on the other side of Trump's election, on the other side of the better half of Project 2025. And these folks are like, it's Civil War time. They're calling in bomb threats to HBCUs. On and on and on. Just angry. It's kind of a moment where, I think a sobering moment where we recognize that there may not be, I should say, I don't want to speak in absolutes because these are people and these are our countrymen, for better or worse, but there may not be a version of reality for folks on the right and the far right that really feels like happiness. It just is something that is constantly elusive to them because they've already won in the biggest possible way. And yet, and still, you know, and I know what you're going to say, so that's why I'm leaving it open-ended right that, and yet, and still they find a way to be angry.